walk, because he had low back pain, and I would work on him a bit, and he would feel better, and he would be able to stand upright and get back to his job. But what he told me was that when his neck went out, that it was much worse for him, that he couldn't think. And this gentleman was a writer. He was a journalist for one of the major newspapers in the Bay Area. So if he couldn't think, he couldn't do his job. So again, he would come in when his neck was out, quicker than when his low back was out, and I would work on him, and he would be able to get back to work again and be able to think clearly. So that's an issue of dysfunction in the body, and you've heard that I've had a lot of trials in my life, and I've been in terrible pain. So the World Health Organization says here, you can read this quote, but essentially that health is not just the absence of disease or infirmity, but it's the presence of well-being, and that's in our productive business life as well as in our personal lives. So from that, I developed a model.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
I went too fast.
It's okay.
I'll get it back.
And this model demonstrates that pain is complex. Pain can be because of a lot of causes. So what you'll see in the center is a circle, and that's a health haven. That's where things are going well in your life and your body. And there's forces that pull you away from that health haven, which Maggie will get up in just a second.
Always in a little bit of technical difficulty.
Yeah. There we are. So you see, health haven is the center. That's where we're aware and we're calm. And there's forces that pull us away. So the story I just described with my patient who was the writer, he had structural problems, and I adjusted him and his problems went away. Another of my patients, a woman who was an arbitration expert, and she was a grandmother as well. And her issues, I would adjust her and she would feel better, but sometimes she would end up hospitalized because of problems with her gut. And so what I did with her is we investigated what's going on with her gut and found out that it was biochemical reasons that were causing her to have her problem and get her in the hospital. For her, it was particularly gluten sensitivity. So when I could get her to avoid gluten and stay properly aligned with her adjustments, she was able to be out of pain. You know, obviously, if she was in the hospital, she wasn't able to do her arbitration work, and she couldn't lift her grandchildren because it hurt so much. So getting her back on her biochemistry path to health haven was what was restored her to her health and well-being. And then you see up here the mental emotional. I'm going to share a story with you myself. Does everybody know that path along the bay by Target? It's just gorgeous, and I often go out there to walk. That's one of my exercise sites. So one day it was a beautiful sunny day, there's birds on the water, you know, beautiful air. It was, the spring was just starting, so the grass smelled gorgeous, and I was thinking of the love in my life, and I was walking along, kind of very involved in my own little love and gratitude bubble, and I heard somebody say, "Thank you." And I looked up, and there was a guy on a bicycle, and I was kind of looked at him quizzically, "What do you mean, thank you?" And he said, "Thank you for your beautiful smile." And so, as I told you in the introduction, when we can get free of pain, that we can radiate health and wellness, and it affects not only us, but it affects the people around us as well. And in the last realm there, the electromagnetic realm, Maggie gave us a good example of this going down into the ground with our little keyboards. So that causes electrosmog. You probably heard of that expression. And the earth has a magnetic energy field. And if we were paleo men and women, cavemen and women, walking barefooted with moccasins on the earth through this earth's magnetic field 20 to 30 miles a day, which we used to do to go get our food and move from one, say, cave and away from the lions and stuff, then we would be absorbing this earth's energy, but we're not. Americans tend to walk a quarter of a mile a day, and we walk on asphalt and concrete, and we wear rubber-soled shoes so we don't skip and slip. So we're deficient in that particular energy. So one of the electromagnetic therapies that I use to correct that is called a Beamer, B-E-M-E-R, not basic marine wheels. And one of my patients, a woman who's tall and thin, you wouldn't expect her to have any problems. She looked like the picture of health, and she was very physically active and athletic, but she ended up having sciatica that went down her leg on this side and pain in her knee on this side. And she also, as part of her job, she had to stand a lot during the day and move around, going from one place to another in her job location. So she came to me, she had a couple of chiropractic adjustments, but she also got this Beamer technology that I've mentioned, and over the months she's gotten to where she can be pain-free, she's back to her normal exercising, and it's not interfering with her work anymore. So today, in this group setting, I can't put my hands on you and adjust you, and I can't analyze your nutrition and help you to figure out what's going on. So, and I don't have my medical devices. I also use a laser in my practice. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with this, just like Julia was talking about with the mind-body connection. And these come from two different traditions. They come from the ancient Taoist tradition, so I'm respecting my span of knowledge, and also they come from modern medical technology for trauma healing. So first, if you like, you can keep your eyes open or you can keep them closed. It's always good if you can feel the chair supporting you, feel your feet on the ground. Just be comfortable and relaxed. Notice that you're safe, and we're all here together with a focus for healing. So while you're in this comfortable and relaxed position, what I'd like you to do is smile. Think of something that's happy in your life, or focus on a part of your body that maybe feels good. And while you're doing that, the smile, when we smile with our whole being and our energy, happy hormones are produced. And those happy hormones, what they do is they help to improve the circulation in the body, they help to ease muscle tension, they help you to relax, to calm down. And generally when we do this, the pain decreases. So just notice that smile, and maybe now that you've got this good smile going, get in touch with a part of your body that might be bothering you. And it might not be physical pain that's causing this. It might not be an accident or a trauma from posture. It might be an emotion that's bothering you. Maybe someone's really bugging you in your life. And notice in your body where you feel that particular tension. Feel the earth energy coming up, cool energy from the earth, and allow the top of your head to connect with the warm and healing energy of the heavens. And feel those as forces that can combine with your powerful smile. And notice the area where there's the tension or the pain. And let that smiling, cooling earth energy, warming heavenly energy combine together to a perfect elixir that can blend and be sent to this area of your body where you're feeling tension. You might make it more powerful by connecting it to your heart and noticing some love that you might feel in your heart, especially for yourselves. Maybe you might even say, I love you to yourself, all the things that you've accomplished in your life. Just getting out here to learn more, to develop yourself, to add to your skills, to help yourself. And feel that beautiful elixir, that healing balm being sent to that part of your body where you have the tension or strain. And you can imagine that each of your trillions of cells in your body can get a little bit of that if you have any extra to go beyond the area that's the primary concern. You're all such fantastic meditators. We're getting really deep here. Beautiful. Thank you. And now what I'd like you to do is to just expand your awareness and maybe focus on a sense of safety and comfort. And allow that to come in with your smile and your love and the healing energy from the earth as well as the heavens to combine and nourish you. This is a way soak in as if all your cells had a little opening to receive this beautiful energy. And then when you're ready, you can come back to the center of your body. Maybe even put your hands over your belly button. And deep inside there's a little treasure chest, or a crystal ball, or a pearl, whichever you relate to. And allow the goodness that you've been able to generate, the extra, to sink into that part of your body, so that you have this little excess, this little bonus that you can open up later in your day when you need it, when you're feeling a little depleted. You can open it up and be bathed with the gems or the crystal ball or the healing energy that you put in there. And you might, with your mind, spiral the energy. You could move your hand if you want or not. Just do it with your mind, 9 times in one direction and 9 times in the other direction. And then when you're complete with that, just gently open your eyes and come back to the room, feeling the refined energy around us. Adjusting your position if you need to feel a little more comfortable. And then from the trauma healing tradition, I'd like to share another simple technique with you. It's called pendulation. You know how a pendulum swings back and forth? And this is one of the problems when we are in pain, that the pendulum goes to that pain and we freak out, we get tense, we get upset, it's not fair, and we get tighter and more bound up and wound up around it. But then we can swing the pendulum over to the other side and to notice what's good. So you've had a little experience with touching in on the place where you might have tension or pain in your body. So let's use that, but first to notice something that's good, that feels good in your body. It might be your cheek, it might be your big toe, it might be your belly or your leg. Just notice a part of your body that feels okay. And then let that okay feeling spread out to bathe and to heal the part of your body where you had the trouble. So you want to assign about 80% of your attention to the good, and then just 10 or 20% to the bad. So there's a phenomenon in the nervous system, it's called spillover. So when you put attention, we get what we focus on. So when we focus on the good, that spreads out and can benefit the part that's not so good. So I encourage people to use this technique when they go to sleep at night. So you get, maybe if you wear jammies, you get into your jammies and you're cozy, and you get under the blankets and your pillow's comfy there, and you're all nestled into your bed. And just try to focus on, if there's nothing in your body that feels good, try to think of maybe something that you accomplished that day, or think of a happy memory, and let that chemistry, as every thought, every emotion is associated with a biochemical bath in our body, as well as a neurological or nervous system energy. So let that good feeling spread out through your body and take you through into sleep. And again, just coming back into the room, opening your eyes gently, orienting yourself to being here with our fellow LinkedIn buddies. Yay, LinkedIn. Thank you, Russell, for creating that for us.
Of course.
And as my gift to you, I would like to offer you a Get Out of Pain breakthrough session. So we do that over the phone. And if you would like, you could follow up. You can go to my website to buy time trade calendar, or you can go to Dr. Linda Painfree, Dr. Linda, Linda, painfree.com, and you can sign up for a Get Out of Pain breakthrough session. And during that session, we'll look at where you're at now and where it is you want to be, and see what I can tell you to help you get there. And also, if anybody would like to have one of my magic beamer sessions, that's my first session is always complimentary. My office is in downtown San Rafael. Anybody know where that B Street Safeway is? I'm right across the street from there, so it's very convenient. We even have a parking lot. So thank you again for your attention. I really appreciate you're getting so deep. I mean, everybody close their eyes, everybody engaged. You guys are heroes.